Revelation 17, verses 12 through 13 says, "The 10 horns that you saw are 10 kings who have not yet received the kingdom, but will receive ruling authority as kings with the beast for 1 hour. These kings have a single intent, and they will give their power and authority to the beast." I heard a term the other day, and that's controligarchs, which makes this passage come to my mind. What a controligarch is that somebody who is not truly an oligarch, they're not part of the political controlling faction, but they wield great power. Then I got to thinking, why does this mainstream media castigate some of them and not others? Now, I don't trust Elon Musk, neither do I distrust him. I don't know him, but his words are good. He seems to want freedom of speech. He wants American greatness, things like that. And his actions seem to follow his words. He bought Twitter, which is now X, in order to restore free speech. Now, X is not a free for all. There's no libel, no slander, no direct threats, but overall, it is pro free speech. As Christians, we should value free speech. Popular speech needs no protection. And, brothers and sisters, morality is not popular in the world right now. So, Christian speech needs protection. Say, for example, the International Space Station were to have a blowout and their crew needed rescue within a week or they were going to die. Do you think NASA could do that? How about Boeing? They couldn't even get their own people back. The Russian Space Agency? Probably not going to do it even if they could. SpaceX could. This man wields great power. But why does the mainstream media concentrate on what he does and they ignore groups like the World Economic Forum and Klaus Schwab, who support mandates for things such as forcing everyone in the world to get a modified RNA jab? It's often called a vaccine, but it is not a vaccine. Congress had to declare it a vaccine in order for it to be considered a vaccine. It's not a vaccine, it's gene therapy. Why does the World Economic Forum have control over Göbekli Tepe? And why have they paved over it to prevent further study? Why does the media ignore the World Economic Forum's demands that Israel surrender her sovereignty? Why does the mainstream media ignore or even praise George Soros and his direct interference in American politics? And he's declared that he wants to destroy America. Why does the mainstream media basically ignore him or even praise him? And his son Alex is worse than he is. One other example from the Bible, Revelation chapter 18, verse 23. This is about spiritual Babylon. It says, "For thy merchants were the great men of the earth, for by thy sorceries were all nations deceived." Notice that it's the merchants that deceive the nations with pharmakia. Now, the King James Version says sorceries here, but this is from the same word from which we get words such as pharmacy and pharmaceutical. It's talking about drugs. Now, this is not talking about drugs that are used for medicine, but it's talking about drugs that are used to alter reality, either mind-altering drugs or even body-altering drugs. When Bill Gates, who could definitely be placed in the Controligarch group, when he stepped down from Microsoft, what did he do? Got retired. He didn't retire. He started selling an experimental RNA altering drug that has made him millions upon millions of dollars, and he's trying to force that upon every person in the world. Now, in our main series that we're studying right now with the Return of the Nephilim, the Doctrine of the Demons, we're going to discuss this further in that series. But for right now, just keep this in your mind. But what does this have to do with our original verse? It says that they will receive ruling authority as kings. The word as is comparative. In other words, they will not be kings, but it will be as if they are kings. There will come a day when they, in alliance with the beast, will give their power and authority to the beast. Do as we say or else. Take the jab, take the mark, or you can't buy and sell. We know what's best for you. Here, take this mark, so that way it'll be easier for you to access your rights. That time's coming. And the controligarchs are here setting up the framework right now, either intentionally or not intentionally. They may not all be evil individuals. I doubt they're all evil individuals. Some are. But the cumulative effect of what they're doing That will be evil.